We're going to continue now with the laws of learning Torah, Chotamut Torah. So we said yesterday that the person is obligated, one of the questions they ask you after 120 is, do you set aside time to learn Torah? Set aside, not did you learn Torah, set aside. It has to be a kavua, set time that he learns. As Shulchan Aruch writes in Kufun Hey, that after Shahrit, it's obligation, it's halacha that you must go to Bet Midrash. You have to go to study hall right after you finish praying. Some people, they learn before tefillah, some people learn after tefillah, but the point is that they have to learn in the morning and they have to learn in the evening. And many of the poskim HaChachamim say it should be more or less the same amount of time, the same time every day, more or less. Obviously, the schedule and the prayers, they fluctuate depending on people who pray according to the schedule of the year. But a person has to make sure that it's connected, that the prayers are connected to our learning before or learning after. And it says Shulchan Aruch, even if you are supposed to make a lot of money and there's a big deal waiting for you, says Shulchan Aruch, nonetheless, a person should not skip his learning in the morning. He should right away go to the study hall. So therefore, a person has to fulfill what the Rambam says in the first chapter of Chotamut Torah. A person, whether he has children, whether he doesn't, whether he's poor, whether he's rich, whether he's sick, whether he's healthy, whether a person is so busy, has no time, all these people are nonetheless obligated to learn Torah every single day, in the morning, in the evening. As the Torah says, so therefore, a person who does not have a seder to learn in the morning and a seder to learn in the evening, he is doing something wrong, and he should know that he has to fix that, and he will be asked in judgment after 120, why don't you have a set aside time to learn in the morning? Why don't you have a set aside time to learn in the evening? Every person who wants to fulfill the mitzvot has to know, one of your obligations is to have Kovea Itim La Torah morning and evening. Set aside time in the morning and the evening. However, even though there's a mitzvah to go and to learn, the concept is also we have to teach. You have to teach your children. And the Gemara says even where the son did not get taught by his father, you have an obligation to teach yourself, to learn by yourself. If a person wasn't sent to yeshiva to learn how to learn Gemara, he has to, once he becomes of age and he can go and make sure that his schedule goes according to how he wishes, he should put in time to go and learn how to learn Gemara, to go and to study these things, even though he didn't learn when he was younger. And even so, even if you know the entire Torah Kula, you're still obligated to learn Torah. Why? The Nefesh Chaim writes, the Bet Levi writes, there's a concept of knowing the Torah in order to teach it, to fulfill the mitzvot. There's also a concept of Torah Lishma. Torah Lishma means to learn the Torah for the sake of the Torah, that we should be able to pass it on to the next generation. Oh, people say, oh, why are we learning this? There's nothing to do, it's not practical, we don't do these things today. We still have mitzvah to study it in order we should pass it on to the next generation, and they should know this part of the Torah as well. Baruch Adonai Olam, Amen.